What's going on, everybody? Welcome to part 15. Hopefully, this is going to be the last episode of this American Revolution saga here. As you can guys see here, um, we're kind of like at the ropes here. So Clinton's main army, 71 units, right, moved from here to here. They're going to go on after New York City, hopefully to relieve it. I got Washington. You know what I'm thinking? Drop them here. And actually have Washington move down here. Yeah, that works, I think. Unless Clinton comes up. Yeah, I'm going to do something like that. Clean town, clean house. Um, I know I got the British over here. I'm going to have to send a contingent under somebody strong. I want somebody that can punch above their weight class. It's definitely Lafayette. I'll have Sullivan and this guy. I'll give him a couple of units. Hey, you know what? Screw it. No. We'll leave Rochambeau there with 1,200 men. Maybe I'll put one more guy there. You know, the thing I'm always worried about in these games is like if you put that one unit in there, that one unit could have made a difference in the battle. It's always something I always worry about. So I'm going to give Rochambeau 1,300 men inside Boston. And then I'm going to move Washington down here. We're going to slice through. I'm going to drop off the French here. And then we're going to move on New York City. This is going to be the last ditch effort of the American Revolution. Once he takes New York City, which is going to take it easily, I'm going to be moving from, I don't know, what is it, New London down to here. And then eventually hit him. Even if it's winter, I'm just going to smash into him. I'm just going to punch him up and down the coast. For the purpose being is, I'm tired of the British, right? They're all over the place. You can see so much red. The moment I get some kind of American support, some kind of American rejuvenation in the campaigns, the British start winning, start trying a different approach and start winning, and it drives me nuts, man. It really does. I'm definitely going to go after Cornwallis. There's a 96 thing here. See, they're all hiding in these thickets here where there's no roads and all this stuff, so it becomes a pain in the neck. I'll have Moultrie hang tight here. I'm going to use this army to kind of lure him out. So this way he comes up here, I'll take that. And then I don't know, maybe head north. I don't know, man. I really don't. I know I need to take this as a apparently that's a big victory point. What if I go down this way? It's 42 days. What about you? 37 days. I love militia. They move fast. What if I move this guy? 13 days. Yeah, but he's not going to be able to take the this thing here. We're going to need definite army to deal with that. So for right now, I'm going to hold on to these positions. I'm going to move Moultrie down here, 26 days. And we're going to hold this line right here. All right, that's what we're going to do. 15%? Seriously? Daggone penalty. Ah, crap, that stinks, man. I need more commanders. I got a 15% penalty. Um, yeah, I'm definitely gonna move Moultrie there. For the purpose being, actually, I'll move Moultrie here, and I'm gonna move Campbell down here. 293 versus 211. The reason being, I'm gonna be doing this stuff here is I have a feeling he's going to try to go down and try to do a siege here. If I control this vital road along with this, I mean, I'm not so much concerned about these guys. Um, but as long as I control these vital roads, I think I'm good. All right. Nothing down there. These guys are ready to go, but I got no ships for them. And I got DeGrasse's major fleet over here. He's gonna dock. All right, I think we're good to go. There's not much else I can do. I know they got forces up here, up here, up here, and they're gonna try to hit and try to take out a lot of these positions. I have no choice. For me to destroy the British Army in full, I need everybody. So that is the thing. I'm not doing this spending the rest of 1781 and 82 fighting here, fighting there, taking this little bit of land, giving it back. I'm not doing that. We're going to go for one final last bloody battle. A battle that's going to put all of Washington's army mixed with Spanish and French troops, and we're gonna go with a massive force of like 15 to 20,000 men and go after Clinton, and we're gonna destroy his army or be destroyed in the process. Because this war is going nowhere. It really is not. Like, what is the overall goal? Yeah, I can fight the British back, gain control over all this, gain control over Schenectady, fight this, fight them there, um, hold the British up in New York City again once they take it. But I mean, like, what's the overall goal? Like, seriously, I'm gonna destroy these units. They're gonna get more loyalist factions. It's just gonna be a never-ending war. We need one decisive attack. We need one decisive battle that will destroy and rip apart the British army. So much so that it can never, ever be a threat. And then I could take whatever's left of the Continental Army and the French and Spanish, and then go to town, start taking back key positions, start looking at major objectives. So, yeah, that's what we got to do. So, that's what we're going to do. The only thing I'm concerned about is they get Boston in that manner, but question is, do we play the long game or the short game? And I'm tired of the long game. I really am. I'm at the point where I'm like, look, this is it. Seriously, you lost? Oh wow, yeah. At British forces. No joke. Surprised they dropped this freaking core. And I think once I get this Spanish force here, right, and they're 4,000 men, 16 cannon, I'm not gonna support the fight up there. I'm gonna take Saint Augustine. That's what I'm gonna do. But let's see how this all works out. Let's roll it up. Mixing coffee and beer. That's if Clinton doesn't decide. Jeez, that's all that's left of the army. 800 men. And it's a Spanish defeat. Are you kidding me? I have the American Navy there. And he has loyalist factions, stalemate. I lost all 240 men, though. Oh, come on. You had it. They must have got reinforced from the people from Norfolk. American victory. Barely. Who the heck is attacking Washington and Boston? All these little British freaking forces. They're made to slow down Washington. That's what the whole goal is. Shoot. Is that the Battle of Boston? Please don't tell me that's Dorchester Heights. Okay. Alright. Washington's destroying this little corps that they have here, or brigade, or whatever they sent down here. American victory. Why are they sending like 1,000 men after me? So, I gotta ask myself, is the AI cheating? Is it? This is Henry Clinton, who is right here. So you're telling me Henry Clinton went from here to here, crossed over, and made it here. That's hard to believe. That's really hard to believe, especially, I don't know, it's 3/4 of the way through the month, 20 days, Washington barely got there. And Dupatrol lost pretty much every single man, all the cannon. Yep, and retook. Oh, gosh. Dang it. And Green now is having trouble down here. American defeat. I lost 1,000 men in that. How are they getting these 5,000 men? Where are these numbers coming from? Every time I look, it's like these small little, 16-foot. They don't look that big. And all he's left with is artillery now. That's it. 692 men. The entire Green Corps is gone, literally. And he's locked. I don't know why these lock. Sorry, I need Washington in command of the army. So I got a power of 1556, and we're going straight for New York City. Everything we have. Put them on a boat. I really don't care what you do with them. There's some... Oh, they got a big army here. And it's led by some guy named Sir William Eskren. So they sent 5,000 on the Clinton over here and took Philly back. Killed my guy, Dupatrol, which... Crap. This is not good, guys. I'm going to do one last thing here. We're going to go pick up... Oh, they got a fleet ready to be picked up. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see if they'll actually get on this fleet. They will. Okay, good. All right. And then that army is going to deal with St. Augustine. So that's what's going to happen. But Green is pretty much gone. Like, I don't even know what to do with him. Like, where's he going to go? Like, he has the cross paths here. I'm gonna have to have him head way out into the countryside to the boonies so that somehow he can reconstitute his core, which is literally nothing at this point. Maybe meet up with Thomas, but I have to bypass this guy. So maybe, I don't know, like this. And I can't move Thomas to help him. Of course not. Why would that happen? And we're going to do a forced march. So we'll get there in 26 days. I want to just rip apart. Bum. Well, I mean, technically, New York City's still mine. I don't know. Oh, Duke Patrol went there. Oh, that's good. Gonna destroy the British Army there. 23 days to get there. We're gonna do a forced march. We're gonna hit them with everything we have. Every last bit of American is gonna go into this battle. And if I lose, I lose. It is what it is. By the way, like, subscribe the channel if you can. I'd appreciate it. He's stuck. He can't do not a thing. Green is pretty much gone. I don't know where they got these. When you look at this, you're thinking, is that 5,000 soldiers? To me, that looks, I don't know. I guess if you do it by 800 soldiers each, it does make sense. But I don't know. To me, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it was. And you got these little British units here, Virginia militias, these little freaking Tories everywhere and everywhere. And American troops besieged everywhere. And I need this full 1556. Once I destroy this army, that's it. Hold on. I'm being emotional, ain't I? I'm being aggressive. I honestly should send soldiers, liberate Worcester, relieve the siege here, fight them there. Alright, I'll do that. I'll put Lafayette in command. I'll put Sullivan. He's a slow mover, fast mover, good. Okay, and then I have this guy. I'll detach a small amount of Americans. With some cannon. Notice there's no militia. Alright. 1,300 men. It brings down his combat power to 1424. But I'm worried there's still more. What else can you give me? Give me a couple more Americans. Oh, my bad. No, not you. Alright, Lafayette at 1,800 men, 194 power. Alright, that's what I'll do. And then Washington will start making his move toward there. All-out attack. Yeah, they destroyed Fort Washington that I had here. Alright. So I'll have Marquis de Lafayette help me out a little bit. Freaking unbelievable. Yeah, I need more militia. I need a lot more troops. Americans are getting tired of this war. They're just like, yeah, dude, we're like done. Like, we need a break. This war has been going on too long. And they captured Norfolk with a small little loyalist force. I mean, we're destroying these small little British forces, but they're nothing. I think they put them in my way just to slow me down. Yeah, we're losing support. Surprise, surprise. I feel like we're handing. Oh, crap. This really hurt right here. The Battle of Portsmouth, where I had 1,900 Americans, and somehow they got all these British freaking regiments under this guy, 5,000 men. And even with my 30 cannon, like, it was done. My intelligence just. George Washington has been blamed for heavy losses. I don't know what heavy loss, I guess overall heavy losses for the Continental Army. His seniority is 13, which means he's below Benjamin Lincoln, he's below Charles Lee, and the only thing that's keeping him on the board is that he's commander in chief. But if he's been removed from that rank, blamed for suffering heavy losses, been congratulated, blamed for heavy losses. Jeez, look at this. All right, let's see what happens. Because I am out of options at this point. No offense to that guy, but I don't want him in command. His stats are not that great. 6 strategic. Lafayette has, yeah, he's much better. And maybe we can take that. What do you think, Lafayette? Can you take this guy out? We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's roll the dice again. Man, that whole army that I had that was like a couple of thousand men is done to nothing. A couple hundred, that's it. And if they intercept me, that's it. This war is not going the way I wanted it to. The British just, they're the global superpower. They really are. And it's like, and it shows. Everything is red, you know? Everything is red. They got forces here, they got commanders here, and they got good commanders. You know? Oh, crap. He's on his way to meet Washington. American defeat. I lost 2 men. Surprise. I told you to go west. I think Nathaniel Greene was just completely destroyed. I told him to go west. He went east. American victory. That's good. He's going to try to move on Dorchester Heights. Crap. Freaking believable. Where's that freaking British army? I saw it move this way. He bypassed Washington. And it's going to take 2 months to get there. I don't know what to say anymore. I really don't. I have 1,500 men in Boston. It's like I'm chasing a freaking ghost. I really am. Like, I don't know what else I can do here. I'm fighting these British forces that are running around like it took Washington 30 days to go from here to here, right? And then the British from here all the way to here in 30 days. They're moving at like a crazy pace. And I can't even put them on a boat. They're going to go after Boston. And it's going to take them 2 months to get there. All right. Freaking me. All right. This is what we're going to do. I have Lafayette here. I'm going to have him move west. I'm going to give him a couple of soldiers. I can't catch him, man. I really can't. And then Clinton now has this. And Green is completely gone. He's KIA, I think, right? Green's Corps arrived here. I don't know why he arrived here. I told him to go west, but I guess he decided to do his own thing. Von Steuben's been killed. And Green is among the casualties in the Battle of Nottoway. Why would they do this? I don't understand. They're not following my orders. So Von Steuben's killed. Again. Ah, freaking again. The only luck we're having is in the south right now. Get to him as quick as possible. Do whatever you need to. Full attack. Force march. I don't care what you need to do. Is New York City still being besieged? No, it's not. Let's see if I could slip out. And then head here somehow. Maybe hold, maybe clean up here. I really don't know. I know some of you guys are saying there's a better place to put these soldiers, but I want this. Maybe. 2,000 men. $15 cannon. I mean, what difference are they gonna make? I mean, if I can get him to Thomas, I mean, what can I do? I can't take out Clinton. He's tough. Philadelphia right now is securely in their hands. All right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this fleet, and I'm gonna secure New Jersey. Well, I'll secure New York. We'll head to New York. We'll secure it, and then we'll move on to New Jersey, and we'll just keep Clinton and Philly, and somehow, I don't know. I want one big battle to end this war. What? I want one big battle to end this war, and it's not happening the way I wanted it to. Is among the casualties. I don't know if that means he's killed. I don't see him anywhere. You know, like normally they pop up in a nearby. What? They normally pop up in like a nearby town or something like that, but I don't see that. What, dude? This is a picture that you took. It's not an actual video. Why is his YouTube videos out? Give me a second, guys. Oh, man. Give me 1 second, Alex. Here, watch YouTube videos on this. My wife's been playing with the parental controls and it's been causing problems. Here, play YouTube Kids on there. And their wear and tear, they're down to 1494. %. Extend malicious service. Alright. Alright. I don't even know what to do with the French Navy. Alex, please stop. Hold on, guys. Let me get my phone here. I don't even know where my phone is. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. So I feel like I'm chasing a freaking ghost. It's gonna take 2 months for him to get there. Through the wind, through the snow, all that stuff. I have no idea what to do with the freaking French Navy. At this point, I'm just gonna have them port. I have no idea if I can even port them in Boston because at this point, what's a safe port? Charleston? Yeah, Charleston would be a safe port. Let's port them there. And then I'll put them into action somehow, some way, in another way. Unbelievable. Besieging. Oh, gosh. Yeah, he's definitely going to try to take out this Dorchester militia, and Boston's next. But if I can sneak under him, actually, let's do this. That would be safer. I mean, I think Britain and Spain are like done with sending us reinforcements. They're like, dude, we sent everything we can. We're done. We're done. This war has gone not the way we anticipated it. It's over. So, yeah. Next turn. I can't believe it, man. Freaking British are everywhere. Everywhere. And it's like, I mean, it's not surprising because you're taking militia, right? Trained militia, but you're taking militia, you're giving them some training to fight the greatest army in the world. And yeah, they only had 20 guys in Dorchester Heights. Yep, and he's hitting Boston. I think Putnam's there, and that not De Grasse, but whatever the French general is there. There's 1,000 men there, 1,500. They're fighting hard though. Normally, if it's a quick battle, it's like 1, 2, 3. But it looks like we're fighting over every street. And Washington's still 1 or 2 states away. Yep, all 1,600 Americans under Rochambeau have been killed. 7,000 British forces are there. We're running up to them as quick as possible, try to take them out. He did split his force, which is really good for me. Jeez, at 331 at this point. Jeez. I don't care what it takes. Get there. Force march if you have to. I don't care. Surprised I still have New York City. I have no idea what to do with this guy either. Holding Baltimore is a size 5 city, so that's good for me, but I'm going to move up here. I'll build a fort, keep 2 or 3 units in there. Good. Very good. All right. Yeah. And then the one thing I didn't want to lose, which was Boston, I lost it. I have New York City, but and we will move through the snow now. I don't care what happens at this point. I am like just done. Green's army is completely destroyed. The South is like the only place I'm actually having some kind of, uh, you know, victory kind of thing going on here, which is crazy. Think about it. Where the frack are the Spanish? Please tell me they're on their way. Good. All right, so they're on their way. They'll be in New York City soon. Once they're in New York City, I'm gonna clear upstate New York. Um, of Tories and everything. Maybe I'll head here. How big is this army here? A couple thousand men. Maybe I can actually drop them off here and take New Jersey. I don't know. It's just we'll see what happens when they get there. So I'm rushing down here. It's gonna take Washington 26 days. I'm not gonna run and take this because they're gonna be slaughtered by the time they get there. They need some time to rest before the main assault happens. How many troops you got? 4,000 men back. Good, very good. This is what, I mean, 1,600 men lost, and all they lost was a German light infantry unit. Have the French hang tight there for a while, recover, rebuild those ships. But once this attack happens, this is the end of the game. if I cannot take and destroy this British army, it's over at that point. I mean, they split the army in two. Should be able to just rip them apart. So we'll see. We'll see how this works out. They regain their positions here. It's like, and most of them are locked too, right? Yeah, this guy's locked. I'm gonna put a fort here. I'll probably keep 1 or 2 regiments. Hold Baltimore as the main thing. Maybe head south. Actually, you know what? Forget it. Let's just hang tight in Baltimore. We'll do hold at all costs. It's just pointless at this point. Let's roll the dice. Let's see what happens. 29 days to move that way. 29 days. Believe that? 29 days to meet up with Washington. You know, and I know some people are going to say, why don't you just leave some militia units here to defend? But these guys, these little units here, every time I leave, like maybe a commander here, a commander there, militia units there, they always fall. They always just fall apart. Good. Very good. And his main army decided to come out. I would have thought he would have held up in Boston for the winter. Yep. 8,000 men. Come on, Washington, get there. How many troops left? Power 139, 800 men. I'm down to 76 cannon. I lost a ton of cannon. But I have his forces locked up in this little heights here. So, which is very good for me. And I'll have Marquis de Lafayette meet up with them with 15 more cannon. So that will bring my new total up to, I don't know, 91 cannon, which will be good. If I can destroy that British army, I'm going to wait them out. If he decides to come out, hey, more power, right? I'm going to let him. Jeez, look how big that freaking army is. Look how freaking big that army is. I hate that. Besieging Augusta. How long? 23 days? That's great. Alright, I'm going to rebuild his fleet. And then I'm going to... Fact, once this fleet rebuilds, I'm going to go after British shipping and such. How far is the freaking Spanish fleet? Oh, they're stuck. They're stuck. They were supposed to be here a while ago. I got 14 engagement points. Pay raise. No. Soldier training. 1 regular replacement will do that. Once Washington gets his breath back, we're going to freaking annihilate this British force that's there. Once that happens, the war can go on. If we lose, that's it. I call it quits. Suffer 17 damage from bad weather. I mean, that's a great victory right there. But then you have pursued and destroyed. Then you have this, which definitely was not good. We lost a fourth of our force. $40. No, forget it. Just hang tight. Yeah, the Continental Army is just, and all these guys disbanded. So he's down to just 2,000 men left. No cannon. I don't understand why they're saying celebrate a great victory. There are no victories. We're losing this war. We're at the tight end of the rope here. And I'm thinking of putting these guys on a boat. May 899. That's nothing. All right. Let's do next turn. I'm done. I'm done, guys. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but like I hate that the British are everywhere. I got them locked up here, so that's good. But I'm just done. They're everywhere too. You got like these small little units. I got nobody in Boston. I mean, from what I see. Size 2 city? They raised it or something? All right. Next turn. Let's see what happens. I know I'm going fast. Why don't you come out and play? The British decided to go after Thomas. And that would be basically the end. I would literally have only a southern army and a northern army. That's it. No more middle army. No more central army. Yep. Lost half the men. And Thomas is on the run with a few hundred men, if that. I figured maybe and he's stuck. How many troops you got left? 742 out of the 2,000 original. Washington's power is still 149. So it really hasn't helped. I am getting some militia to help me out, which is good. Coming to Washington's aid. I got 2 brigades there. That's great. All right. So finally, the Spanish have arrived with... I don't know where their cannon went. They had 1 cannon. I guess it was lost. Let's do that. Let's engage. I mean, the other option is to clean house over here. Take out British forces. Let's just hang tight for right now. It's winter, right? It's February. It's harsh weather here. Let's see what happens. I'm just surprised Washington's army can't bounce back, right? Like, he's still at 149 power, down to 4,000 men. How in the... Lost all those cannon. Do you see that? All that cannon's gone. What the frack happened to it? Did somebody just leave it and the British picked it up? So they have that cannon now, I bet you. This is one of the hardest games, man. Ever since they updated that patch, man, wow, has it been hard. I don't have enough units down here. I gotta send Washington some forces to help with that. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I'm like out of ideas. Everybody's going home. And apparently some people are taking the artillery with them. Continental Army is partially unsupplied. You look fine. I mean, the food and water is at 23%, so maybe not the best, but... Yeah, that was a horrible battle. Okay. I know about that unit. Newport. Yeah, I'm sending more forces. And then there was another place, Charleston got a bunch of guys. I just don't have the guys to send them, you know? I'm gonna send the fleet back here. It's gonna take a month. Are you kidding me? I guess because of the weather. Alright. I'm gonna have Washington stay here. I know some of you guys are gonna be like, dude, that's crazy. He's power is 149. I'm hoping turns around, but I'm not letting them out of my sight right now. Right? Like, the only thing now is to retreat, and I don't want to retreat. Like, I would have to fall back, take even more losses. And hopefully with these additional forces, maybe we can get somewhere. I don't know. Let's clean house here. The only thing I'm worried about is Clinton coming up. Even if he comes up, this corps is not going to be able to do anything. Days. Let's destroy these loyalist forces. Oh, check this out. I wouldn't be able to even destroy them. 190 power. Nope. Can't even do that. Let's see what happens next turn. I'm just curious at this point. I know we lost the war. This whole last year has been a cluster. It's just been a cluster. The British are like... I finally trapped 5,000 British forces, right? Finally... What happened here? Oh, they're hitting Augusta, attacking it. Yeah, I lost all those men. It's okay. I got Campbell's Corps coming in to relieve the siege. Put up the American flag again. And look who decides to take a trip from Washington, from Philadelphia, in winter, by the way. to New York City and take New York City. By the way, I had the Spanish corps there. Which did nothing. 5,000 men against his 13,000. Spanish defeat. The American Navy sails out. His force, whatever's left of it, crossed over. How in the world are the British able to... I think the British are overpowered. I think the balancing in this game is done. Like, it's just too hard now. Yeah, I'm calling it. There is no way to win this game. There's just no way. I'm sorry. It's just not possible. Um, I think, honestly, the AI is cheating a little bit. I don't know how in winter... I guess it was winter. He moved from here all the way here, got a penalty crossing over, and still we lost. And he has 13,000, I think was about 13,000. And then he has a massive force here, right? Washington, food is low. I couldn't besiege him. I mean, the best I got is 480. So Washington's army is done in essence, right? I mean, even if I rebuild it, it's 4,900 men. 5,000 men left. Even if I combine theirs, 8,000. Thomas's troops, 742. That's it. The war is over. And I'll say it here. War is done. That's it. There's no way to come back from this. The British are just too dang powerful. I think when they launched that patch a couple years ago, the balancing for the British have been so top heavy, man. Because, like, at this point, you can't beat the British. It's impossible. It's impossible. The only thing I can think of is in the beginning of the game, if you push all your forces at Quebec and take key strategic places, that's the only thing I can think of. But even with the French and the Spanish, still can't win. I still cannot hold Philly. I still can't regain control of the middle colonies. Lost Green here. He's KIA. I haven't seen him for a while. I mean, I have Moultrie. I have control of the South, but only just this region. I mean, which is the most important region. But still, it's like, what do you do? You know, like, what can we do? Even if I move all the armies from the south to the north, it's still not enough. And their forces are back up to literally almost 100%, while my forces are 7 out of 54, 24 out of 54, 4 out of 44. It's done. The war is over. I lost again. I don't know how to win this war. I really don't. Since that patch came out, I don't know. It's tough. Like, I don't know. Where did I go wrong? Should I kept him locked up in New York? Maybe hold here and hold here. But I feel like if he would have crossed over, um, I just I just don't have the forces. The British just have so many troops. I would have to lose entire regions like the South, the Middle colonies, and just focus on New England and throw everybody there. And fight the British there. That's the only way I can do it. And then maybe slowly expand out. Slowly. But, oh, great. I lost a bunch of ships. The advance disappeared. Caused the disappearance of the dragons in the region. The militia, the light infantry. So let's go to this thing here where it kind of breaks it down here. The British pretty much have everything. Deep South, Charlotte, Hillsborough, 96. I mean, key. My buddy Yanni is watching. Hey, buddy. Um, but yeah, I mean, like I hold Charleston, right? I couldn't hold Richmond. Greene's army that was strong and powerful, all of a sudden got overwhelmed with like 5 to 7,000 British, which came out of nowhere, right? Um, Philly, you know, I kept a couple thousand troops under there. Obviously, they couldn't hold the 5,000 British. I forgot who I kept there. Um, maybe it was a smaller contingent. I don't remember. But New York was captured again. Boston's captured. Pittsburgh. I mean, I really don't care. Pittsburgh. I don't know why even this is. It's a size one city. I don't know why that's a serious objective. I had Montreal. Burgoyne came out of nowhere, took it. Um, it's just no way to win it. There's no way to win it. 5,000 men against this massive British army of like, this is 8,000 men. Then they got another, this was like what, 12,000 men? So looking at 20,000 British forces and 5,000, 8,000 Americans, French, and Spanish to counter them. Less than half that force. So in that kind of capacity, how can you win? Right? You can't win in this game because the AI is able to put in. I strongly see this. Put in orders during those 30 days, right? Like I have to issue orders. The AI can do issue orders on day one, but then go in that 30-day cycle and issue other orders. I've noticed that a couple of times where they've done that. But I mean, what do my guys do now? Like, do I climb north during winter, which is a bad idea? Winter's the resting period. I lost a bunch of ships here. The only radical idea that I had, which probably could have worked, which was to when the French came in and the Spanish came in and landed maybe 12 to 16,000 men doing an invasion of England. I felt that maybe they might have a couple of thousand men here, maybe 2 or 3,000, but that could have changed the war. At this point, it's over. Like the French have exhausted their forces, so have the Spanish. There ain't no more forces that you can pull. You know, whatever's left of that French army that was here, let's pull it. And you can see all that red, which basically means those units are destroyed. All that red. We would have to wait for a massive replacements from France. Massive replacements. I don't even know freaking where Washington is. Okay. So 1,800 men of the French army. Now, technically, I could probably get them up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Oh, wow. Actually, there's probably a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I'm bad at math. So, all right, let's do some math here. 17 times 800. I can get, if I leave them alone and France refills those things, I can get 13,000 men. So if I put them somewhere, let them rest, I can get 13,000 men out of them, right? And then Spain, Let's pull the Spanish forces out, which is probably not going to be a lot. And that's it. Uh, again, not much. Not much indeed. Not much indeed at all. And they got a 25% penalty. Why is Admiral de Grasse in the army here? That's weird. So, yeah, I mean, the Americans here, let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Jeez, 12 times. They're normally around 400. I get the American Army up to about 4,800 men, maybe 9,600. That means not doing anything, waiting for cities to send me soldiers. But again, I don't have the cities, right? I have 3 armies that are literally shadows of what they were. Hopes was to siege this guy, bring that 1,400 power that I had here. By the time I got here, I had 100 power. It's just ridiculous. It's impossible. The only way I could play this game is to not apply that patch. And then I got Thomas here, 742 men. Green is dead. Von Steuben's dead. Um, I'm out of ideas. Like, even long term, the British now are going to swarm through every single city and just take everything. They're going to take New Haven, they're going to take Woodbury, and they're eventually going to pin the American army somewhere here and eventually destroy it. So, I mean, best I can do is put Washington, Rochambeau, and the Spanish on boats and put them in the West Indies or put them in the South to just kind of like catch their breath, right? And then maybe in a year or two start an invasion of England. But that's just a dream. So I'm calling it. Lost the game again. There's no way I can regain it. Total combat losses. I lost 69,000 American, French, and Spanish troops. They lost 54,000. Now I know some of you guys are gonna be like, "Hey, you should have been more defensive, take less losses and stuff like that." But you got to understand, it's not that. It comes down to the integrity of the unit. The militia cannot stand against British regulars, right? It's like the U.S. Army going up against I don't know, a ragtag band of civilians that take their guns out of their closet and like, all right, we can go to war. It's like, are you dreaming kind of thing? It's not possible, right? So that's why we always suffer heavy losses, because for every British soldier that goes in a field, we need 2, 3, 4 militia to match what they can do. I have 21 turns remaining. Snare will in 83, but it's not it's not gonna win. This war is over. I'm gonna have to try next year. Next year, when I replay this game, I do this every year. Next year, when I replay this game, I'm gonna try a new strategy, brand new strategy. Washington's army's here, the British are here. I'm gonna try to pull maybe a quarter of the army, move them north, take Montreal, maybe take Quebec. I'm hoping maybe something like that will bring the French into the war much more quicker. But based upon the way the AI runs, is it's going to go here, then it's going to go here, and then take Philly. And we just don't have the forces to deal with that. I could put forces here and then here, or whatever here, to hold them, but then they'll kind of expand out. It's like a virus, man. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I got my butt handed to me. Let's see how To End All Wars goes. That'll be the next series. To replace this game, I'm gonna do the Napoleon series from Ajod. So we'll see how that goes. But if you know of any other series to play, think of Napoleon Total War. Let me know if you guys want me to play that. Um, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, if you have any comments, please put them in the comments section. Um, where I went wrong, what could I have done, you know, something. I honestly think that the worst decision that I made was when Washington went from here to here to fight that British army, and they moved at lightning speed over here. That me going in during winter across all this destroyed the army. Because by the time they got here, half of them remained. And I think if I just stayed here, reinforced New York, maybe held like a bridge, a fort here, maybe went up here, reclaimed parts of New Jersey. I think I would have had a better shot. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Catch you in the next one, and I start my new job tomorrow. So wish me luck.